I am Max from Test Drive Blogs, and today we're working on this because I haven't worked on it in a while. And what I need to do is pretty simple. Basically, today I'm going to start taking off the intake manifold, that right there, because I have to get underneath here somewhere to get to the wiring harness for the injectors as well as the distributor and all of that, because something is wrong in there and it's causing the car not to run. So we're going to take it off. And basically it looks like I'm going to have to take this off, whatever this piece is. I don't think that's the thermostat. It is connected to a cooling line, so I don't really know. But we're going to have to take this off, which is a bolt right there. And then pretty much take the intake off after taking all the other crap off that's connected to it, because there's millions of things connected to it. So let's get started. This will also give me a good chance to use a light that I've never actually used before. Why did it just turn off? What just happened? Why does it keep turning off? Stop. I'm gonna be able to use this light that I've never actually used before, because I've never actually cared enough to do so. See if it turns off again. It keeps turning off. Oh. Pressing and holding the on-off button for 10 seconds. Okay, it should be off now, hopefully. Well, it shouldn't turn itself off. So we have a slight problem. This just broke. I haven't even used this yet, and it's already broken, and I don't know how to fix it or where the other piece went. It fell, and it hit this, and then it fell on the ground. What the hell just happened? I don't know where the actual piece went. I have this little light that I can use, but it's broken already. I haven't even used it at all. So I just realized I'm kind of stupid. If you look, this, and it does that. Whatever. Alright, time to figure out the bolt sizes. So I was thinking last night, after working in my car, I didn't really get much done past what you saw. I got like 2 bolts removed, and then got stumped by the fact that I'm going to have to remove more stuff to take off the intake, like the coolant line and all that. One is the fact that after I stopped recording what you saw, I did a few more things like checking some wiring and stuff, and I checked my battery. That was kind of random. I checked the battery, and the little tester that I had was showing, I think it's like, it has a red light for like 2 volts and under, and then it has a yellow light for like 5 to 6 volts, and it has a red light or a green light for 12 volts. It was on the yellow, so, which didn't ring a bell until I was in my, like, trying to sleep last night. And I thought about the fact that a while ago at my work, if you remember, I shot a video of a 1987 Porsche 944 that's on this channel. You can check it out if you like, it's on there somewhere. It's got quite a few views actually, honestly. But we had a problem with it when we were trying to move it whenever it was flooding where my work is, that it wasn't starting. It was cranking, but no start. And we had, like, you know, the jump box, the battery boxes and stuff on it. And then we finally realized that you had to charge up the battery because the battery didn't have enough voltage, or the computer wasn't getting enough voltage from the battery to do anything other than just, like, run the starter. So, I'm out right now. I'll be home in a bit. I'm going to take the battery out of my truck, put it in my Chrysler, because I doubt the quality of the battery that's in it, because it was a really, really cheap battery I got from Walmart whenever I was first working on it over a year ago. And I've just consistently, you know, tried to start the car, ran all the electric features, all that crap. So, I'm not expecting it to be the best test battery, I guess. So I'm gonna take the battery out of this, put it in the Chrysler, and it may start. Because I also thought back to the one time that I did get it started, which was a while ago, whenever I first started working on it. I have a video I titled something like, "My car runs," and meeting Evan Shanks or something, because it all happened kind of at the same time. And the one time I got it started was the one time I got the fuel pump to run. Here's something rattling pretty bad. Not sure what that is. Which was a problem I was having when I first got the car, was the fuel pump wasn't running, and then that was really about it. Just the fuel pump wasn't running. And then I heard a ch sound whenever it actually was going to start, which I think was the injectors, which I think is what the problem is now, is that the injectors aren't kicking on. And that was November of last year, so, or not November, but December of last year, so that battery was pretty much new still. So it still had its 12 volts. And that's my thoughts at the moment, and I will confirm once I get home, but I'm excited because I think this is actually the problem. I think. I hope. I really hope so. Well, it's time. I am so nervous. Alright, the old battery is out. Battery for my truck is in there and hooked up. Thankfully the posts are on the correct sides. Oh man, here's the moment of truth. Find my key real quick for this thing. Okay, I'm so nervous. Let me try again, because I think I heard the, here. I think I heard the noise I'm supposed to hear. So we'll disconnect this real quick. I heard something happen. I'm not entirely sure of what it was. We have oil pressure, which is good. So I have good news and bad news. I'll start off with the bad news. Basically, the problem with the car was not the battery. As you see, I have the battery back in my truck. It was not the battery. But I believe it did lead me to figure out what the true cause is, which is the good news, which is more bad news actually, is the same thing I was going to get under the intake to get before. But the more good news is that no matter what, I'm probably have to replace the radiator in this thing. And if I take the radiator out, I can actually get to the distributor, which is where I need to get to, without having to take off the intake manifold and all that crap. So basically I'm just gonna take off the radiator sometime soon, replace the sensor that's in the distributor, because it actually gave me the code. Basically it's giving me a code saying it hasn't seen the engine turnover, but it had turnover. So there's a sensor in the distributor that tells the engine, of course, when the distributor is rotating, I guess, and it'll pop that code if it doesn't see that, and it pops a code. So that's what the problem is. I'm 99% sure. Thank God it's finally, I figured out a way to do it. So look out for the next video on this thing, is going to be removing the radiator. So thank you all so much for watching this video. We'll be back with another something soon. Come on.